Welcome to Craps 101, beginner's version from Coral Bay Films with Michael Shackelford's Wizard of Odds online gaming tools. To start, if you're visiting any casino currently or in the future, you should understand that gambling is inherently risky. You can lose part or all of your investment, as the odds in every casino game are against you. The only way to win consistently at craps is to have an appreciation for basic mathematical probabilities and to understand the rules of the game. Of course, luck needs to be on your side as well. With that, let's jump into our craps tutorial looking at a standard craps table layout and with our hypothetical $10,000 starting bankroll. This standard layout is available for practice sessions at Michael Shackelford's Wizard of Odds site wizardofodds.com. Although not mandatory, most craps players will start their involvement in a new craps game with a basic pass line wager. Don't be intimidated by the many different types of wagers offered by a craps table. Initially, focus your attention only on the basics. The pass line is the most fundamental bet in craps. If you only understand one bet in craps, it should be this one. Mathematically speaking, the probability of winning your pass line bet is 49.29%, and the house edge is 1.41%. Your pass line bet is placed onto the pass line itself on a come-out roll. You can tell it is a come-out roll if there is a black laminated marker on the table that says off. If the come-out roll is a 7 or 11, then you win even money. If the come-out roll is a 2, 3, or 12, then you lose. If any other total is rolled, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, that total is called the point. The dealer will turn over the marker that says off to the white on side and place it on an area of the table with that number to help the players remember what the point is. Then, the shooter will roll the dice until he or she either rolls that same point again or a 7. If a 7 comes before the point, then you lose. If the point is rolled first, then you win even money. Okay, let's start a new game with a $200 pass line bet and a $100 field bet. To place a field bet, simply put a bet in that part of the layout at any time prior to a player's roll. This one roll bet wins if the roll is a 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, or 12. It loses on a 5, 6, 7, or 8. In Shackelford's online craps trainer version, a win on the 12 will pay 3 to 1, or triple, a 2 will pay 2 to 1, or double and a 3, 4, 9, 10, or 11 will pay even money. Today, most Las Vegas Strip casinos will pay only 2 to 1 on the 12. Either way, the probability of winning is 44.44%. The house edge under the 3 to 1 payout rules is 2.78%, and under the 2 to 1 payout rules is 5.56%. With the come-out dice roll established as 5, we can make optional bets by placing additional chips directly behind the 5. That's called taking odds. In addition, we will place optional bets with the dealer's assistance on the inside numbers 6, 8, and 9. Just tell the dealer what you want, and drop the chips directly on the table by saying loudly place the 5, 6, and 8, please. Important note, the 6, 8, and 9 place bets are optional and can be taken down and returned to you at your request at any time. Let's watch the individual rolls and the payouts. Pause the video at any time to review the action. You probably noticed that Shackelford's simulation rolled several consecutive 10s. Statistically, a player who bets on outside numbers, 4 and 10, will have a lower probability of winning. The house edge is a ridiculously high 6.7%. However, to entice a player to bet on these extreme numbers, the casino will pay out 9 to 5 when a 4 or 10 is rolled. For every $500 wagered on a 10, the player receives $900. But the odds are against you. Some other exotic craps bets with a large house edge are called hardways. In craps, a hardway bet is a type of proposition bet that involves betting that a specific pair of numbers will be rolled before a 7 or before the easy way. The name hardway comes from the mathematical fact that there is only 1 out of 36 possible dice combinations that can roll the number you bet on as a pair. The other dice combinations are called easy ways to roll, as they are more likely to occur. There are 4 possible hardway bets in craps. Hard 4, 2 2s. Hard 6, 2 3s. Hard 8, 2 4s. Hard 10, 2 5s. These bets pay out differently depending on which number you choose, but they all have the same basic structure and rules.
Ouch.
As you noticed, after hitting several place bet numbers, the shooter rolled a 7 instead of the previously established point, the 5. Rolling a 7 means that this game is completed and all of our existing pass line, odds, and place bets are lost. With our initial $10,000 bankroll down a little, a new craps game is started with a new shooter. The betting cycle starts again with similar bets, or you can change your betting strategy completely, such as betting against the shooter with the don't pass line wager. Important note, although most craps players will not bet on the don't pass, it is a legitimate wager with a slim house advantage of only 1.36%. The don't pass is almost the opposite of the pass line bet. If the come out roll is a 2 or 3, then you win, a 7 or 11 you lose. Otherwise, the dice are rolled over and over until either the point or a 7 is rolled. If the 7 comes first, you win. If the point comes first, you lose. All wins pay even money. Watch the next several dice rolls and see where we should make wagers and when we should take them down or switch over to the don't pass, often referred to as the dark side. To calculate any payouts in craps, it's essential to use the payout odds instead of the true odds when making bets. One technique beginner players find useful is breaking the payout odds into units, making it easier to quickly calculate payouts on winning bets. Remember, for this crap simulation, the numbers 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 are known as the place numbers. As we demonstrated, the player may bet on any of these numbers, and if it is rolled before a 7, that bet wins. Place bets are just like odds bets, except no pass line bet is ever required, and they don't pay as well. In addition, another advantage of place bets is you can take them down at any time. In terms of payouts, place bets on the 6 and 8 pay 7 to 6, the 5 and 9 pay 7 to 5, and the 4 and 10, as we mentioned earlier, pay 9 to 5. Obviously, the better player odds are found with the inside numbers, specifically the 6 and 8, because these numbers will come more frequently over the long run. Using the numbers 6 and 8 as examples, although not mandatory, players should place bets in increments of $60, $120, and $180, etc. in order to get paid fully. Placing $60 on the 8, for instance, would pay a player $70 or 7 to 6.
Confused? Don't be.
You'll get the hang of it after watching live craps games and practicing on Shackelford's online craps simulator. Two of the most critical aspects of a successful crap strategy are the psychology and discipline of bankroll or money management. Bankroll management is the process of managing your wagering strategy in both size and placement in order to achieve your ultimate goal of leaving the casino with more money than you started with. This includes establishing limits on how much you are willing to lose and win. Some experienced craps players recommend starting a session with a bankroll of at least 10 times the size of your first bet. This ensures you have enough funds to stay at the table long enough for a favorable trend to develop. For example, if you are a pass line bettor who intends to play at a craps table with a $10 minimum, you should buy in for $300 for that session. This allows you to make a $10 pass line bet, take 1x odds for another $10, and make 2 place bets on numbers 6 and 8. The overall amount you have at stake at the table is $30. Well, that's it. At the end of this Wizard of Oz Shackleford crap simulation, our initial bankroll has grown to $11,475, or nearly 15%, in about 10 minutes. We are satisfied. One final note, we will be at the Bellagio in Las Vegas February 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, everyone, and good luck to all.